Hey everyone, it's Adrianne. I am here just to demonstrate a really quick stew that I'm going to put together. And it's obviously for anyone, but really good for diabetics. So what I did was I took some meat that I actually found it at the store on a sale, a really nice thick cut of beef. So I just put a little bit of flour on it, not a lot because we can't have a ton. And then I'm going to use some avocado oil to brown it in and just bring the flavor out a little bit. So here we go. Let's pour a little bit in. I love avocado oil, so I like a lot. It probably only need about 3 or 4, probably 2 tablespoons. I was going to say 4 tablespoons or teaspoons, but you don't want that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on, get this going, and we're going to let it heat up a little bit. But well, I tell you what I've got here. So I'm using just Lipton onion, just the plain old recipe soup and dip mix. The packet only has 4 grams of carbs entirety, so that's nice. And then cream of mushroom soup, which the entire can only has 8 grams of carbs, so that is as well, that's good. And unfortunately, none of this is really dietary fiber, but that's okay. It's not a lot of carbs. So we've got the flour, we've got our Lipton soup, and our mushroom soup with some of the carbs in it that we'll be ingesting. Okay, so then what I did, again, this is a really simple, quick one. I have cut up some garlic, and I've cut up just a white onion that will go in. So, there's a little bit of carbs in our veggies. And then the rest of the veggies, I like hot, and I grow jalapenos. So I've cut up some jalapenos, so you can see here, and along with some carrots. So we'll put that in. I'm not a big carrot eater because it does have more of a sugary content than other vegetables, but they're still good for us, and it's not just all carrots. And another thing that I really, really like, and I know this is gonna sound unusual, so I kind of kept it over to the side here, but I love canned green beans. So I will be putting a couple of cans of green beans in there. So let's go ahead and get this in. It's gotta be warm enough by now. And we're just gonna dump it in like so. Okay. And we'll let it set that aside. And we'll just kind of make sure the oil is all around it. Grab a little utensil here. And while that is browning, and you only want to leave it on maybe 5 minutes, depending on how hot your heat is, and it really should just be medium. So about 5 to 7 minutes to brown it. Okay, so let's set that aside. And then we're gonna go ahead and, I forgot to mention, there's something I love to do while I'm cooking. I'm not a big cook, I say that all the time, but I love to watch, I usually watch some kind of television show or true crime when I'm cooking, and I like to drink something yummy. And because I have to watch my carbs, I do drink some carbonated water. I do so far like the bubbly water. I haven't really seen any research that it's not good for us. I have been researching it because I have to look everything up because, again, trying to eat healthy and not take any medication or insulin or anything. So, all right, let me check this before we open up cans here. It's browning pretty good. I'll give you a little shot here if you can see it. So we got it going pretty good here. Okay, so let's set that back down. Put that back. I'm gonna grab my can opener because this was a last minute addition to decide to record this and put green beans in, so I didn't have it all ready. But I hope you forgive me for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the green beans. I'm going to use the water that's in the green beans because it'll have the green bean flavor. And then, let's check this. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I cook with a gas stove, so I don't really know what you have. My parents have a, just a regular stove. They don't have a gas stove, and I will be visiting them for about 2 weeks in August because my father will be having surgery on his knee, poor guy. He's always been very active, so this is going to be a big shock to him not to be active. But my sister's going first, then my aunt, because I will be on a cruise, and not while he's having his surgery. And then when I get back a few days later, I will be going to take care of them. So this is some of the meals that I make. I also want to try it on my dad because he is a pre-diabetic as well, but he's 84 and he really watches what he eats. Okay, so I'm pretty good with this. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing in my soup and water. Okay. I like to use this little handy dandy spoon. So let's go ahead and get that in. Make sure you can see it's just all going in. You want to make sure you get every bit because, hello, you paid for it, right? Just a little ditty. Today was a friend's birthday party that I went to, so I'm dressed very casually for this video. It was a long day. It started at 9 o'clock. We had to meet at my friend's house that drove. We drove all the way down. We did one of those handlebars, you know, where you bike, which you really don't have to bike, and you paddle around and you listen to music. And I've never done it before, and I was kind of skeptical because I thought this sounds kind of ridiculous. But honestly, it turned out fine. Okay, so now we're gonna put in the green beans with the water. And I may put one more green bean can of green beans in, but we'll see. And we'll get that going. Anyhow, so we all made up there. There was like, I don't know, 20 or 22 of us. And the bicycle or bus or whatever you want to call it that I sat on, my gosh, it was all of my neighbors that I'm really good friends with. We all sat together and hung out and just had a really good time. The music was good. One of our neighbors, we decided she'd be the DJ. But anyway, so I wore this. It was very hot. I had a little cute little peach shirt over it, but I'm not going to wear that now because I'm in home. Woo! And I'm relaxing. So, okay. Let's go ahead and dump. Now, normally what I would have done, but I'm trying to do something very quick here, is I would have sauteed the onions and garlic, but I'm not going to do that right now. It's been a long day, and I'm just trying to make something very quick and very healthy. All right, so let's stir that around. Okay, so that's in there. I'll show you that. Looks like a little conglomeration of ew, but you know it's gonna turn out good. And then we're gonna go ahead, put our jalapenos and our carrots in. And a lot of times I put mushrooms in my stews, but again, this is something quick that I just happened to put together for my husband and me. Our kids decided they're older and they went off to do whatever they wanted. So they will not be joining us tonight. But I'll normally I would cook a stew with a lot more ingredients and I would take my time and it would be in a crock pot. But we don't have that luxury because I was gone literally from 9 o'clock and I got home at 2:30. And then my husband and I had started watching a movie last night. So we finished that today. And then I thought, well, what are we gonna have for dinner? And then I remembered, oh yeah, I bought that thick steak, which was on sale. And I've got just a few ingredients. So, okay. So I'm just gonna pour this in and then we're gonna put a little more water in it. I'm not gonna put salt in it yet because we've got so much from this packet. There's a lot of salt in this. Okay, so let's stir it up and then I will show you what it looks like. And we will be all done. So again, this is very, very easy. Whatever you have in your house, but two things I always keep on hand. I always have my Lipton onion soup and I always have cream of mushroom. And when I say we, I mean, or me, my husband does. He's the chef. All right. If you decide you want to try this at home and you do, message me and let me know what you actually put in your quick stew because honestly, this is something that I normally don't make. It's normally a bigger deal, but this is our quick Adrianne Gratefully Diabetic stew. So enjoy if you do make it. If you do something different, like I said, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. If you love it, let me know. All right, from one grateful diabetic to another, have a great day.